Hello. Well, it is Friday afternoon. I think it's almost 2 o'clock. I'm not sure. Getting ready to go out and run some errands. But y'all know how I get. I get this feeling and I have to do this. I have to do it right now. I need to talk about fear. Because I have come across so many people lately that fear is what keeps them from anything. Fear is what keeps them at a job they hate. Fear is what keeps them in a relationship that is not good for them. Fear is what keeps them from stepping into the path that God has for them. Fear is debilitating. Let me give you a little heads up. Fear ain't real. Fear is a plant that you've allowed to grow, usually from an experience that you had or you witnessed on somebody else. Fear is something that was implanted in you as a child most of the time. It is something that a lot of people are scared of something because their parents were scared of something. I experienced this last night. I had a few ladies over at the house, and this one little girl came over, and she was about 5, and she was absolutely precious. But she's scared of my little Maltipoo, and she was petrified to the point of tears. Now, that hurt my heart. And she's also petrified of my cat. A, because her mama's probably told her to be scared of them. B, she's never been exposed to them, so she was scared of them. But think of the love and the unconditional love that she's missing out on because she's scared of something. And we have so many things in life that we are scared of. I met somebody at the beach yesterday scared of the water. Well, Casey held her hand and we stood in the waves for an hour and talked. And it was actually her niece that came over last night who was scared of the dog. So I used to be, I'm going to be a little heads up about me. I used to be a very shy person. When I was a kid, I could have never done this. Not that we had internet back then or videos. We did, but it was a big video camera on you carried on your shoulder and it weighed 20 pounds. And it was on a VCR tape. But I used to be scared of meeting new people. I was scared of what people thought. I was scared of trying new things. And my go-to was, well, I don't know how to do that. I can't do that. And I would never try new things. And along my journey, I have realized that those feelings were just that, feelings. And all they did was hold me back from being who I am supposed to be. And I got over that fear. I remember it was a significant thing that happened that caused me to get over it. I was doing photography and I went to my first conference, Light Pro, and that's where I met many of my friends that are on here in the photography community. And what y'all don't know is before I went, there's only 150 people at the event, and I sat in my car fearful of A, meeting all those people, B, what they thought of me, and C, if I was good enough. And I sat in my car for probably an hour and cried, petrified. Well, fast forward a few days, actually it was like 4 or 5 days, I left there and that fear was gone. And I met some amazing people and that I will forever be friends with. And that fear is gone. And then I went to another conference. And at that point, I made more friends. And then I went to a bigger conference and a bigger conference and a bigger conference. And in that period of time, it was like 3 years that I was going to these photography conferences. That fear of meeting new people and new experiences, it had no place in my life anymore. And I sincerely believe that me facing my fear with that small group of 150 and making myself go and making myself do those things I didn't want to do because it was scary, it changed me. It changed who I am. It changed my path. It changed my trajectory. because I have a voice now. I cannot be quiet. I have to share my experiences. I have to share what these things in my life that I've overcome, that I've experienced, that I've learned about. And today I needed to tell y'all about fear. What is something that you're scared of that you don't do, that if you did, you would go to the next level? You know, whether it be scared of quitting your job because you hate it, or getting out of that relationship because you don't see a way, or meeting new people but you need to grow in your business, or scared of spiders. Kill the dang thing, it ain't gonna hurt you. There's no reason to fear anything. There really is not. And I have honestly not come across anything anymore that I am scared of. I used to be petrified of spiders. Now I'm like, move on. I'm bigger than you. I don't fear being hurt. I don't fear being harmed. The other night I fell asleep with the garage door open. Guess what? I didn't die. Nobody broke into my house. I don't fear things because I don't think on them. I don't give them any focus. And I know now, the more research I do on our brains, and what we focus on the most tends to happen. So if we focus on what we don't want to happen, which is fear, that tends to happen to us. And if we would focus on the fact that we are safe, we are okay, we are capable, we just need to tap into our abilities and our things we're not scared of and focus on that, life would be so much better for you. People, fear is not real. In the Bible, I am reminded every day that fear is mentioned 365 times in the New Testament. And God being all-knowing and all-powerful, that's one for every day. One reminder every day, do not fear. He's with you. He's right there. He's right here. He's not left you. He's not forsaken you. And if you trust Him, you will be fine. You will be just fine. So I challenge you today to do something that scares you. And there's going to be other things that scare you too. And do that too. And then do the next thing. And before you know it, your dreams are coming true. You're happier in your job. You're happier in your relationship. You're happier in life. You're going out for that swim in the ocean. You're walking through the woods. You're crossing the street. You're petting that sweet little Maltipoo. I mean, where'd he go? Come here, Hair Bear. Come here, Hair Bear. I mean, there are people that are scared of this. And that hurts my heart. I mean, how can you be scared of this? This is a little baby. But there's so many people that are scared of things because they've never been exposed, or they were taught as a child to be scared of it because it was ingrained in them and it's in their subconscious. And you have control over your thoughts. It takes practice, it takes effort, it takes time, but you can overcome it. And I challenge you today to do something that scares you. Do something you've been putting off. Do something that'll make you a better person tomorrow. And on that note, peace out, sauerkrauts. Love you all. Thank you.